Hello everyone! As a couple living in Hamburg, Germany and loving to travel, our latest destination took us to two gems of Austria, Hallstatt and Salzburg. In this trip, where we felt the enchanting touch of history intertwined with the beauty of nature, every moment was inspiring and fulfilling. In this video, we will share the wonders and experiences these two captivating destinations offered us. When we arrived in Hallstatt, we were greeted by a postcard-like view. Nestled at the foot of the Austrian Alps, this small town by a serene lake resembled a fairy tale land with its historic wooden houses and lush nature. This beautiful village takes its name from Hallstatt Lake, alongside which it is built. The region, of which Hallstatt is a part, is known as Austria's Lake District, or Salzkammergut, in its original name. With over 70 lakes in the vicinity, there are several other popular spots besides Hallstatt worth exploring. In Hallstatt, there are a few must-see spots, but the best experience often comes from wandering aimlessly, strolling through side streets, and discovering hidden gems at every turn. We started our journey with a lakeside walk. The still surface of the lake reflected the mountains and the town like a mirror. In the early hours, a light mist added an ethereal touch to the scenery. In Hallstatt's enchanting atmosphere, one can feel the seamless blend of history and nature at every corner. Market Square is one of the most charming squares you'll ever see. Surrounded by cafes and restaurants, it's also an excellent spot to take a break and enjoy a snack. For those curious about the history and development of Hallstatt, the Hallstatt Museum near Market Square provides detailed insights. Hallstatt's history is closely linked to its ancient salt mines. Visiting these mines, one of the town's most striking features, allowed us to learn how salt was extracted since ancient times, and how its trade brought immense wealth to the town. The funicular ride to the mines offered breathtaking views of the village. At the top, we were awed by a panoramic vista of the lake and mountains. The underground galleries and ancient structures inside the mines emphasized why Hallstatt holds such significance as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. During prehistoric times, the salt trade elevated Hallstatt from a mere village to a major trading hub. Archaeological findings from this era shed light on Hallstatt's impact on human history. The Hallstatt culture, named after the town, highlights a critical cultural period in Europe's Iron Age. Bone house. In the alpine region, placing the deceased in a house was once common practice, and Hallstatt retains a rare example of this tradition. The bone house at the entrance of St. Michael's Church displays around 1,200 painted human skulls. Due to the lack of space in the cemetery, old graves were opened, and skulls were placed in the bone house. Wandering through the narrow cobblestone streets of the town, we witnessed the simple yet captivating lifestyle of Hallstatt. Every house adorned with colorful flower boxes looked like a postcard. Exploring the local handicrafts and small shops along the lakeshore was also delightful. The warmth and hospitality of the locals were as inviting as the natural beauty. We took breaks in local cafes and tasted traditional Austrian delicacies. Some must-try dishes include seafood, schnitzel with duck, goulash soup, and pumpkin soup. We absolutely loved Austrian cuisine. The warm, cinnamon-flavored Apfelstrudel paired perfectly with a hot coffee. The delicious lakefish dishes were also unforgettable. Hallstatt, skywalk accessible by a funicular from the village center or a short climb, this observation deck, perched 350 meters high, offers a panoramic view. On a clear day, you might even see beyond Austria to Slovenia or the Czech Republic from this triangular platform.
After peaceful days in Hallstatt, we headed to Salzburg. Known as Mozart's birthplace, Salzburg captivated us with its Baroque architecture and artistic atmosphere. From the moment we arrived, we were immersed in a magical ambience. Mirable Gardens, with its vibrant flowers and elegant design, looked like a painting. Walking through the gardens brought scenes from The Sound of Music vividly to mind. Salzburg's historic city center, with its narrow streets and Baroque buildings, takes visitors on a journey through time. The city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a title it proudly showcases at every turn. The Salzach River divides Salzburg, and the historic bridges connecting its two sides add to the city's charm. The Old Town, Hallstatt, area encompasses most of the major landmarks and attractions. The river, like the city's name, derives from salt, as it was once used to transport salt from the mines. The salt trade played a significant role in Salzburg's history. Hohensalzburg Fortress and City Views. One of Salzburg's most striking landmarks, Hohensalzburg Fortress, sits on a hill visible from every corner of the city. The funicular ride to the fortress provided panoramic views of the city. From the top, we enjoyed a bird's-eye view of Salzburg's beauty. Exhibits and historical artifacts inside the fortress narrated Salzburg's centuries-old story. This medieval structure stands out as both a military and cultural heritage site. Following in Mozart's footsteps. Visiting Mozart's birthplace in Salzburg was a special experience. Inside, we learned many details about Mozart's life and felt closer to his music-filled world. Strolling through Salzburg streets, it's impossible not to feel the city's deep connection to Mozart's legacy. Numerous music events and concerts held across the city affirm why Salzburg is called the capital of music. Located in Salzburg's historic center, Residenzplatz is a grand and magnificent square. The Baroque-style buildings surrounding the square, including the Salzburg Cathedral and the adjacent Prince Archbishop's residence, make it one of the city's must-visit locations. Residenzplatz also hosts the Residenzbrunnen fountain, which draws significant tourist interest. During the summer, the square buzzes with events and festivals, though it also bears a somber history. During the Nazi era, anti-regime books were burned here, a fact commemorated by a memorial on the square. The Mirabel Palace, with its garden hailed as one of Europe's finest Baroque gardens, is another must-see. Originally built by the Salzburg prince for his guests, both the palace and its gardens are masterpieces of architecture and landscaping. Salzburg Cathedral, dedicated to Saints Rupert and Virgilius, is another highlight. Founded in 774 on the remains of a Roman settlement, it was rebuilt after a fire in 1181 and redesigned in Baroque style in the 17th century. The cathedral houses the baptismal font used for Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's christening. Throughout our journey in Hallstatt and Salzburg, we had the chance to savor the unique flavors of Austrian cuisine. The Zahortorte we tried in Salzburg, with its soft texture and chocolate glaze, left a lasting impression. The traditional schnitzel and potato salad were both hearty and delicious. Additionally, Salzburg's famous Mozartkugel chocolates were a feast for the senses, both visually and in taste. Hallstatt and Salzburg have carved a special place in our memories as two cities where nature and history beautifully converge. The tranquility and simplicity of Hallstatt and the blend of history and art in Salzburg made this journey unforgettable. Experiencing the beauty of the Alps and Austria's cultural richness felt like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Inspired by this trip, we continue to dream about new adventures. The enchanting atmosphere of Hallstatt and Salzburg offered us not just a vacation but a new perspective. If you're looking for a journey immersed in both nature and history, these two cities are a must-visit. Don't forget to like our video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. See you in our next adventure. Goodbye for now.